Hey, and welcome back to another Learning Java 2D Game Programming video. So in our last video, we made our options menu look a little bit nicer, as well as we implemented some of this dragging functionality and some default values. So yeah, yay for us. So for this video, I was thinking, let's just do some small touch-ups, fix just some things here and there so that we can start moving on to a map editor. I want to fix this background. It is quite boring. We've been going with this sort of wooden tile for a long time now, and it was only meant as a substitute so we wouldn't have to look at the black background. So in order to do something about that, I want to get into making a very simple map editor. And before that, let's just do some small touch-ups. Oh my god, Microsoft is on me with these notifications. Alright, so first of all, we have 4 different units to choose from, so why don't we put them all in the game? And to make something quickly, let's find our entities, let's find our humanoids, because that's what they are. I'm just gonna make a private static list of the available characters here. And who do we have? We have someone called Dave, a Matt guy, we have Melissa, and I think we have Roger. Alright, so these are the characters that are available to us, and I don't think we will be doing it this way later, but today is all about simplicity and touching up little things. So let me just find where we set up the other moving entity here. Let's just copy this. And there we go. So instead of getting Matt, we want to get a random value from this list. So let's say get random character. And yeah, all right. So get random character. And what we can do now is we can just collections.shuffle, and we take that list, available characters, and then we can return available characters get 0. So we're getting the first entry in this list, which will be randomized for us. So let's just check that out. Oh, wait. I think that won't work quite yet because we override it in the NPC. Just get rid of that line. So don't set our NPC to Dave. Alright, as you can see, now all 4 available characters are in the game, and also you, the player, will also have a randomized character. Alright, moving on. Just crossing those for now. Let's go to the game state so we don't get that menu right away, and I'm also going to make this a little smaller. I'm going to say 15 by 10 since we have a wider window than tall one. I'm just gonna see if that, so it's not so small that it all fits in one screen, but it doesn't, so that's fine. I'm gonna cut down the number of NPCs quite a lot because it's hard to see who is sick. I'm gonna say 5 people will be sick. Let's just check that out. Alright, so a lot less people. Oh, I saw a sick person, and it's really hard to get to them. Alright. It's so hard. I'm just blowing bubbles around everyone. Bubbles. Oh, did he cough? Ah, whatever. Okay, so we did that. It's a little hard to catch up to them, so let's make the NPCs first of all a little slower. I'm gonna find the NPC class again that I closed down. I'm gonna say motion is equal to a new motion, And in here, we pass the speed that they're gonna have. And let's do something like this. Math.random, it gives us a number between 0 and 1. So that plus 1, I guess. So the slowest they can be is 0 plus 1. And the fastest they can be is 1 plus 1. So our speed is currently 2. So that should be fine. They should never be faster than us, but they will be slower and they will be differently. They will have different speeds. So that's good. Now we can probably even catch up to them if we want to. Whoop, you were coughing. All right. It's also very quiet. Currently we only have one background track, but let's play it so it's not so quiet. I'm gonna find the game state. And here where we initialize stuff, let's just say audio player, play music, ISO bubbler.wav. Ooh, and another thing, when you go into play music inside of the audio player, so it won't stop playing, let's do music clip dot loop. No? Oh, sorry, clip, of course, dot loop. And clip dot loop continuously, which I think is just a very high no, it was actually -1. Awesome, so now it will loop forever and ever and ever. Well, until we change our state, of course. All right, so this is cool. Now, I've made a very simple sound for the blowing of the bubble, and you will find a link to that in the description. But let's make that happen. And what I'm thinking is that these actions can probably play sounds now. So I'm gonna first have one abstract string called get sound name. And then we're gonna do a void play sound. And maybe we can even pass the audio player in here. So the thing is, we only want to play the sound once, and this is probably going to be called every update, because we can't call it at the time of performing. I mean, maybe we would like to start playing when we enter the method perform, but that would mean that we would need the state at that point. And I think we're going to do it this way. It's not the most elegant way. We can think about it and refactor it if we want to. But I'm going to say sound playing. All right. So if the sound isn't playing and get sound name isn't null, then audio player dot play sound get sound name. Also, probably sound playing is true. All right. So now we're gonna have to implement the get sound name in all of our actions. And this action has a sound name. So we're gonna say bubble.wav. And cough will not have a sound, so just implement that and let it return null, as well as levitate, let that return null as well. And let's try that out. And it isn't working, and I know why, of course. When we go to the humanoid, I just double-clicked shift. That takes us to this search for file dialog. It's very handy. So in here, where we do handle action, let's do that here. Handle action, if it's present. Also, what it's saying here, the yellow stuff says that it has a tip for us. And instead of saying if action is present, then action do something, we can replace it with this functional style expression, which looks like this. So we can say action if present, and then inside we have a lambda. So there we do value.update, but we can also do value.playSound. And here we have the state get audio player. All right, let's try that again. Oh, he was even sick. Wow, that was so cool. I had no clue. I am really just blowing bubbles around all of these people. As it is right now, this game is too hard. You don't know who's sick, and when you see them cough, it's too late. So we're gonna have to do something about that eventually. Oh, he's sick. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, look. I need to cheat. Sorry. I can't pass this game unless I cheat. Debug mode for the win. Ah, okay. We won. Hurrah. Okay. What else? We have the bubble sound. We have some background music on a loop. We are using all of our characters. I just want to make it a little more fun when we enter the game, because currently when we enter, there's just nothing, and we are even outside the screen, so that's quite sad. So let's do something about that. And I'm actually going to start by doing an action, because we're going to have our character walk into the game or into the screen, and you're not going to be able to control it while it does that. Therefore, this is going to be an action. So I'm going to say walk in direction, and we're going to give this action a direction to walk in. So let's see where we want to go with this. First of all, it needs to extend action. All right. So it needs all of these things. And the animation name will be walk. All right, so we're not going to have a sound. Done. We're going to need some way of saying when this is done. So I'm going to say int walk time. I'm going to do game loop updates per second. I'm going to say that it's walking for 3 seconds. And we are going to keep, this will also be private, of course, private. We are going to keep a motion in here. All right, let's try that. We're going to say public walk in direction, and this is going to take in a vector to the direction of which we are going to walk. So let's make our motion into a new motion and give it some value. I'm going to give it 1 for now. Yeah. Then let's apply this direction or add this direction. All right. And is that it? Let's see. In the update, we want to, well, we of course want to take away from our walk time. Also this, we should probably do this in here. There we go. So in here, we want to remove from that. So let's decrement it. There we go. And we return when walk time is equal to 0. Then we have walked enough. Okay, now here we need to do the actual walking. So we have a motion which has a direction that we want to walk in, but we need to apply this motion to our humanoid. So I'm going to say humanoid.apply motion. Maybe we can just call it apply and then give it the motion. And this does not exist yet, so let's create it. Whoop. Create method apply, and this will be in the moving entity because the moving entity handles the motion stuff. So we're gonna move some of these things down. Motion update, this is fine. This is with the controller, and handle motion is the one that we let our deriving classes implement. This will enhance frames, so that's fine. But we want manage direction and position apply motion. All right, let's see. If we place both of those down here and then instead replace that with apply motion, then we can use the same logic, as well as inside the manage direction. Let's instead take a motion in. That way we can manage the direction with a motion that's coming from outside as well. So that's fine. Now we need to give it this. I think this is good. Let's go back to walk in direction. And this seems okay, I think. All right, so now we need to give this walking direction. We need to do this to our player. So let's find our player class. Player. So here we are initializing our player. And what do we want to do? We want to set, first of all, we want it to start in a new position. So set position, new position, and where do we want it to be? We want it to be a few sprite size, let's see, 5 tiles in maybe, and then just say 0 for Y, and yeah, and then let's do perform, give it an action, you walk in direction. So u vector 2D, we need to give it a direction to walk in. So first X, and we don't want it to walk in any direction in X, and we want it to walk downwards in the Y. So is that it? I wonder. Let's try it. Hey, look at that. And it stopped, and now you can walk, and everybody else started walking. Ooh, I like it. Yes, I am happy with this. So I think that this might be it for today's video, and now I feel like we could probably start with some simple map editing, just so that we can get something prettier to look at when we play. And that's gonna be fun. Also, we really need to have a penalty, so you can't just blow bubbles around everyone. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Hejdå!